And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Winston. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Jameis now on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Gurley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Todd Gurley on the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Short yardage, Winston. Got a man, Slayton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Jaguars.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He was brought down by Vaughn Miller. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals 14-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like...
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape.
On 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Nice catch there by A.J. Green. And at the beginning of his career, a perennial Pro Bowl receiver. Been dinged up a little bit the last 2 years, but now he gets a fresh start. Without his friend and quarterback, Andy Dalton, his leadership will be key.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
At the 41.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long...
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Jaguars 13. Bengals nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the... That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Winston now from the 50. Throwing right, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
13. Bengals nothing.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Butker's kick here is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. 9-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Eric Armstead able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
58-yard line.
On first down, it's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Miles.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Oh, nearly picked.
Wilson
Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Miles Jack with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it here. This is James White. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
At the 15-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own.
They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Rolling to his left. And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
At their 49-yard line.
Ready. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Winston. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Down. 3rd and 15.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. From the gun, Winston. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we all screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. They run with Hines. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Jordan.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check three. Alert.
From the gun, Wilson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
5-yard line.
On the delay, here's Hines. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 19-yard line.
6-man. Check curls.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Open man, Butler complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson.
They ain't ready
That
for
is
us.
caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
A.J. Green.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
He was covered by...
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to...
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hakeem Butler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, roll